Hey guys, it's Eileen. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to combine two videos today. I was going to do them separately, but I figure I can just kind of quickly overview both of them in the same video. I'm going to talk about my goals for 2018 for my online businesses, and then I'm also going to give you my January income report. It's now February, so I kind of crunched all the numbers and got all my information together about how we did in January, which was not too bad. So I'll start with my goals for 2018. So my main goal is to make $100,000 basically. I'm not going to take all that home, not even close, but my goal is to make $100,000 and for my net profit to be $50,000. So after all my expenses, cost of goods sold, any shipping fees, PayPal fees, eBay fees, anything like that, after all of that, I want a net profit of $50,000 for the year. This was actually kind of my goal last year, but with everything that happened, I had a hospital stay, I found out I was pregnant and ended up in bed for a long time, so it didn't work out as well, but this year I have a better plan. I'm planning it out so that we can achieve our goals this year. So the first kind of stream of income and the main stream of income that we're going to be focusing on this year is eBay. And I have my computer right here, so if I keep glancing over here, it's to kind of remind myself what I have my goals, or have for my goals. So for eBay, I want to achieve and maintain $50,000 worth of items listed. eBay, when you list on there, it gives you a total of how much all of your listings are worth, and I want to get my store to $50,000. I think right now I'm around $8,000, so if by the end of the year I can be at around 50, that would be amazing. I also want to up my average sale price to $25, not including shipping. So I want my average, I guess I just said it, I want my average sale price to be $25. So on average, I want all my items to be selling for around $25. Obviously, there's going to be some that are a little lower, some that are a little higher, but if it can average out to $25, that'd be great. And then the other thing I want to do is open a second store from scratch and kind of record the process. One thing I really would like to do is create kind of like just like a quick beginner's course for someone that has no idea what they're doing and just needs like kind of step-by-step video instructions and stuff like that. So that's something I really want to do. I know I get a lot of messages from people who want to start eBay and they just find it super confusing. So if I can just start a store from scratch and record the entire process, that's one of my goals too. So we'll see if that happens. I have started the store, but we'll see how long it takes for me to get that store going and get all that content together to create a course. We'll see if that happens this year or not. I'm going to be pretty busy this year, so we'll see. But I do want to at least open the store and get it going. Now, my second source of income will be Amazon. I do want to focus a lot more on Amazon this year. Not a ton, not more than eBay. eBay's easier for me to source for, so I'm really going to focus on eBay, but with Amazon, I want to send in $1,000 worth of inventory every month. So $1,000 worth of, when I say $1,000, I mean like I should be able to sell those items for $1,000. So not I spent $1,000 and sent those items into Amazon, but maybe I spent $500 or $600 and it should sell for $1,000. So that's kind of the goal there. I know that's not very much for a lot of people who sell on Amazon, but that's a good starting point for me because I haven't really found a lot of good resources for buying stuff on Amazon. And I tend to spend more to make money on Amazon. So my profit percentage, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not profiting as much for how much I'm spending versus eBay, where I can usually spend like a couple dollars and make a profit of $10, $12, $15. Amazon, I'll spend a couple dollars and make a couple dollars after all the fees. So, but it's great because I send it all into Amazon FBA and they handle everything for me and I don't have to store it. So, yeah, I do want to send in about $1,000 worth of stuff to Amazon every month. Etsy, I have 2 accounts on Etsy. One of them is a vintage store. So anything that I have on eBay that's vintage, I want to make sure I get it cross-posted onto Etsy. And then my second store is a digital download store. It's a store where people can just buy stuff and they immediately get a link to download it and print it or do whatever they need to do with it, depending on what the item is. So For the vintage store, I just want to make sure everything's cross-posted. I don't have any listing goals or anything for that. It just depends on what I find. And then for the digital download store, I'd like to add 20 new listings every month. It's not a ton. Most of these items, those downloads sell for like $2 to $5 each, so it's not a lot of money. But when I really had it going, I was making an extra like $100 or $200 a month, which is great. So I'd like to continue that and add 20 new listings a month to that. Poshmark and Mercari are just alternate selling platforms, so I just want to cross post as time allows. Stuff from eBay, everything's listed on eBay basically, almost everything I have, and I want to cross post what makes sense on Poshmark and Mercari. So Poshmark I usually do nicer like designer brands or trendier items, and then Mercari I'm still kind of trying to figure out what does well on Mercari, so I cross post what I kind of think will do well. But I don't cross post everything, I don't have time for that, so it's kind of like cross post as time allows. And then another thing for Mercari, I want to continue offering small resale lots. I go to the Goodwill outlet and I have really good sourcing opportunities, and I don't like leaving stuff behind, but I tend to source more than I can list. So the goal is to be able to offer more resale lots. I've been doing them pretty regularly, maybe a couple a month, but I'd like to up that to maybe like 10 or 12 a month. And I think it helps out a lot of other sellers who might not have great sourcing opportunities where they live, or maybe they only have like one thrift store and they ask $8 for like dresses, and it's just really expensive. So this is a great way for people to save money and save time on sourcing. So people have really liked them so far. I've gotten great feedback, so I wanted to be able to do more resale lots. And then my Grow With Me box, this is a really tiny little business. I think a lot of people would not put the effort into it that I am, because I don't have a ton of subscribers, but it's something that I'm pretty passionate about. It's something that I think that I can grow pretty steadily over time. I'm not trying to grow it huge. I don't I don't want thousands of subscribers, maybe way later. But right now I have a nice handful of subscribers, and what it is, it's a secondhand kids clothing box. So every month I send out secondhand clothing based on the sizes that I've been given by my clients. And yeah, so that's just a way for people to get their hands on some decent secondhand clothing without having to go to the thrift stores themselves, without having to search themselves, stuff like that. So it's a pretty good deal, and the people that have received them have really liked their boxes. So I really like that business, and my goal with that is to grow my subscriber count by like 10% each month, and to have 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Like I said, not very big, yeah, I'm just working on growing it slowly and getting customers that really are excited about it, and I'm not spending a lot of money on advertising. It's kind of gonna be word of mouth and maybe like Instagram at this point, so it's not something I'm trying to explode at the moment. It's more kind of like a passion project. I really like it because I find a lot of kids' clothes at the Goodwill outlet and when I'm out thrifting or yard sailing, and I want to be able to get those clothes to parents so that they don't have to spend retail prices on their kids' clothes. And it's hard as a parent to find time to shop, so it's nice that it can just show up at their door. And then the last thing is I want to earn $10,000 in non-resale related income. So this will include things like virtual assistant work, which I do once in a while, but I've been stepping that up a little bit because it is good money, and I do have a lot of skills that are helpful to people who have online businesses. So I've been working with one client, and I have a couple that I'm talking to right now. Stuff like YouTube, like this channel makes me a little tiny bit of money. It's not even enough to like cover groceries for the month or anything, but I do enjoy doing YouTube, and it is a little bit of income, which is nice. Affiliate income, I do get a little bit of money from Amazon, from like referring people to stuff that I use, like my light box, my supplies for eBay, stuff like that. But I want to generate about $10,000 this year from just non-resale related stuff, so that I can kind of up my income in other ways, just another stream of income. So those are basically my goals for the year. I know it sounds like a lot of goals, but they all kind of interact with each other. And like I said, eBay is the main focus this year, and even though I am due to give birth like in a month and a half. My husband will be staying home with me for 12 weeks and we're going to try and do this full time. So we have 12 weeks to make this work or else he has to go back to work. So we're really going to hustle and we're really going to make this work. So now I want to go over my January income report. Okay, so in January, my total income, and what I use to track my income is GoDaddy Bookkeeping. I could leave a link down below if you want to check that out. I've been using it for years and it works really well. I know some people use QuickBooks. I tried it. It bothered me because there's no cost of goods category, so I'm just a little anal about it, and I didn't want to use a different category. It just bothered me, so I'm sticking with GoDaddy Bookkeeping. It's not the fanciest, but it works. So my total income in January, basically everything that got deposited into our accounts, is $35,4406, so $3,544.06. My total expenses, so that's like cost of goods. So if I went shopping, which I did a lot of shopping for inventory because since I am pregnant, it is harder and harder for me to shop. So I did as much as I could in January. Stuff like that. Cost of shipping, eBay fees, PayPal fees, any sort of expense that came out of our account. That was $1,869.45. So our net profit for January was $1,674.61. Now I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but right now I am a one woman team. My husband is helping a little bit. I am like 8 months pregnant and I have a toddler. So this is going to steadily go up as my husband starts to help, and after I have this baby and I can kind of speed up the rate at which I'm working. And then I didn't break down every single, you saw in the last part of the video, I have multiple streams of income and I did not break all of those down because I just don't have the time or patience for that. But since eBay is my main source of income, I will break down those numbers for you. So on eBay I sold 87 items. My total sales were $1,718.52. My approximate cost of goods, now this is, when I say my approximate cost of goods, this is what I'm guessing from memory and from calculations. I spent on the exact items that were sold. And that was $301.86. My eBay and PayPal fees were $247.49. So my net profit after cost of goods, fees, cost of goods and fees was $1,169.17. I didn't include shipping because in January I charged shipping, so I do calculated shipping, so they basically pay exactly what I pay. So it evens out, and I don't include those numbers in my eBay numbers here. So my net profit percentage was 68%. So that's a pretty good percentage. I want to stay over 50. That's the goal. And so my average sale price was $19.75. Like I said in the last part of the video, my goal is $25. So I am getting there, and it was much lower last year. So I am getting there. And my average profit per item is $13.43. So after fees for each item and all that kind of stuff, cost of goods, I made about $13 per item, which isn't too bad. So that's kind of my January income report. I know it's not super exciting. I will link down below a blog post once I have it up. I should have it up by the time this video goes up, I think. And so for next month, my goals, just so I can review them for you and be held accountable. So my February goals are to sell 100 items. I sold 87 in January. I'm trying to sell 100 in February. I normally make that a lot higher, but the more pregnant I get and the closer we get to this baby, I don't want to push it too much. So I want to sell 100 items. I want to do $2,200 in sales, and I want my total income to be $4,000. So it's just a little bit higher than what I did in January, just because we know this baby's coming soon and I'm really starting to slow down. So I'm having less time, less energy, and the baby could come in February. So who knows? But those are kind of my goals for February. I do have a couple of new things I'm trying in February. Normally when I list on eBay, I list my item with best offer on, and then I do calculated shipping. So they pay exactly what shipping is going to cost, maybe a little bit more because I get a discount through eBay. and then they can make an offer if they want to on the items that I'm selling. So instead, in February, I'm going to remove best offer, but do free shipping. I just want to kind of see which entices people more, best offer or free shipping. And to me, free shipping kind of sounds better. You don't have to do the math. You know exactly what you're paying. So as much as I didn't like free shipping when I did it in the past, I want to experiment with it and see how it does. I will build the shipping cost into the item, so it's not like I'm going to be paying shipping out of my pocket so much, but I just want to see how that works. And then I do want to have auctions ending daily. I just started this, so I'm going to be about a week behind. I didn't start this so that there were auctions ending daily starting February 1st, so I think starting the 6th, there'll be auctions ending daily. Some of them will be cheap auctions of stuff I'm trying to kind of clear out. Some of them will be normal auctions that start like $9 or $10, $15. And then another thing I'm trying is new listings. For new listings that I think are popular, this doesn't include like vintage stuff or hard goods or stuff like that, but for new things that I think are gonna be popular, like brands that are pretty popular, I'm putting them up for 7 days first instead of 30 days. I think that sometimes it shows, eBay shows the items that are ending soonest. So I'm thinking that maybe doing 7 days first might give that listing a boost, and then if it doesn't sell in that 7 days, then I'll relist it for 30 days and keep relisting it for 30 days, which is what I normally do. So those are kind of my plans for February. Sorry if this video is super long-winded. Sorry if I sound winded because it's hard to breathe. This baby's pushing up on my lungs. But those are my goals for 2018 and kind of how I did in January. I'm pretty proud of the numbers from January just because it's been a little rough being pregnant and taking care of a toddler. But I'm excited about this year, and I think that we're gonna meet these goals this year. So, all right, I think that's it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that, and you'll get notified anytime I do a new video. I'm planning to do 1 or 2 videos a week this year, so if you have any ideas for videos or anything you want me to cover for you, go ahead and leave that down in the comments. If you have any questions, or if there's anything that I said that was confusing or that you want me to clarify, definitely leave comments down below. I love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people find the video, and it kind of just gives it a little boost if you like this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.